Hello party people, it is Will Pemble. First thing we're going to do today is go to look at a bunch of really gigantic vans, a bunch of Sprinter vans. I put a comment up the other day talking about how I wanted to have basically better access to the United States. I just want to be able to drive around and move around more, and I don't want to get on airplanes because I'm a little bit paranoid about the COVID and all that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy and build out a Mercedes Sprinter van. I'm going to turn it into a little tiny house on wheels. The place I'm going to look at Sprinter vans today is on the East Coast, so on the way back from that, let's stop at Six Flags Great Adventure. And we'll check that out. I think they're open a little bit today. It's the fall, so fall hours. But I think we can stop and check out Six Flags Great Adventure and maybe ride a couple of rides. I don't know exactly what it's going to be like down there, but we'll find out when we get there. And we're also going to go through a bunch of comments. So I haven't done a CoasterDad comments video in quite some time. We're going to go check out Sprinter vans and learn a little bit about that and see how we can build our awesome coaster exploration mobile. And we're going to go to Six Flags Great Adventure, and we're going to do CoasterDad comments. So those are the three things that were going to happen in this video. So let's get going. While I'm charging the car, I thought it might be a good time to go through some of the comments that we've gotten recently. So we will start at the top and work our way down. Jake Pappas writes, "Hi." Hi, Jake. Jacob Hale writes, "No." And that's in response to the backyard roller coaster fire drill video. I'll tell you, Jacob, I think no might have been a perfectly legitimate answer to the question of, should we do this video? So yeah, I was like, I didn't win a whole lot of points for super smartness and thoughtfulness on that one. I'll give you that 100% there, mate. Frank Scott, OMG, growing up all I had was a big wheel that I would end up flattening on one side after about 6 weeks, LOL. Okay, I had the same big wheel, Frank, when I was a little kid, and we would ride that down a hill, off the road, down a hill, into the woods. It was really wonderful. I loved the big wheel. I'm gonna heart that comment right now. So I was a big fan of the big wheel. I'm not sure I would understate the value and awesomeness of that. Laney writes, "Thank you. Might have been the same problem, and I'm going to do this right now." That was the unsqueak Doc Martin boots video. I was really glad to have figured that out. Just like a little sander, right? Julie Pappas writes, "Hi." Hey, wait a minute. Jake Pappas wrote hi also, and Julie wrote hi. Hi, Jake and Julie. I wonder if they're related. How to join PVC roller coaster track video. Cementum wrote, "I think you can use a wood dowel also." It's true, I used to use wood dowels, but I could never make my own dowels, and I couldn't find dowels that were exactly the right width on the inside, and so that's why I switched. But yes, you can use wood dowels, and they work just exactly perfect. Devin Spins writes, "Tell the story on this channel." Okay, that's about the van video, and what I've decided to do, Devin, and thank you for your feedback, what I've decided to do about the van story, because it's kind of related, I'm going to use the van to go on all sorts of roller coaster adventures. I'm going to build the van on this channel and share all of those videos, but I've also created another channel. People who want to watch just the van videos, there will be the youtube.com/hackmyvan channel, and that'll only be the van videos. But I'm going to put them up here as well in its own playlist. Giant Dipper POV video, Jojo Valdez writes, "I once rode the Giant Dipper 2 times in a row. The ride operator didn't have the bars go up, and then we heard the horn." Yeah, that's like so much fun. That Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk is awesome, and they're really, really cool like that. Project Launch writes, "Nice," about the backyard launch coaster part 7. That was our roller coaster wheels video. How to build a PVC roller coaster track. Desiree Gonzalez writes, "I think the track could handle a couple of 100 pounds, like, if you agree." Like, I know it could handle a couple of 100 pounds, because you got to remember Desiree, that when you're building the track, the cart distributes the weight across 4 wheel assemblies, and each of those 4 wheel assemblies, in my case, distributes the weight across 2 wheels each. And so you've got 8 points on the PVC track where your weight is being distributed to. So if you've got an 800-pound cart, your track only needs to be able to support 100 pounds in a given spot. Keep in mind, however, acceleration due to gravity and all of that sort of stuff, because a 100-pound piece of a 100-pound force can easily end up at 200 pounds if you're pulling 2 Gs and that sort of thing. But yes, a couple of 100 pounds would be easy peasy on a PVC track that was built properly and safely and tested and done well. Matthew Virginia writes, this channel. All right. Oh, I know. I didn't know what he meant for a minute. What Matthew means, I think, is let's do the videos on this channel, on the Okay Party People, I Need Your Advice story post. So yes, as I said before, I'm going to do them on this channel, and I've also created youtube.com/hackmyvan. That's my second channel, my new channel. Hey, do me a favor and please visit and subscribe to the new channel. That would be awesome, and I would be grateful for that. I would love to bump up those numbers as quick as we can. ADF writes, are you scrapping the launch coaster? No, I am not scrapping the launch coaster. But here's the thing, a lot has happened in the last several months. I know this is a kind of a long video, and I'm sorry for that, but it is. A lot has happened in the last several months. You know, COVID and all of that, it's made a bunch of things possible, and it's also made a bunch of things impossible. So we are not scrapping the launch coaster, but I am moving the launch coaster from California, our place in California, to the East Coast, our place in Connecticut. And so the launch coaster is going to be revived, and that project is going to continue. But it's going to continue from the Connecticut house, and it's taking us a little while to get things back up and going there. Like right now, all my stuff is in a moving van somewhere between here and California. So all the tools, the bits and pieces of the coaster and all that. So I'm gonna write, no, exclamation point. We are not scrapping the coaster, exclamation point. We are just going to start building it on the East Coast, period. Tune in to my channel to learn more. Smiley face. Boop. I just posted it. All right. Stick with this channel. Most people want the van builds to be on this channel. I would just keep it here, writes Stephen Lockhart. So it's the backyard launch coaster on. So is the backyard launch coaster on hold, or did you find some mechanical reason to pull the plug? No mechanical reasons to pull the plug. Moving reasons to pull the plug. COVID reasons to pull the plug. We're still doing it. We're just doing it in Connecticut. Cleet writes this channel. Joaquin writes this channel. Dara O'Hare writes a new channel. Okay, Dara, you get your wish, because I am also going to do this on a new channel. Here, we're gonna put a comment. Thanks, Dara! Exclamation point. We are going to create a new channel for the van build videos, and I'm also going to post them here alongside and in addition to the coaster videos. So please subscribe to youtube.com/hackmyvan. Smiley face. That's where the van build videos will end up. Boop. This is fun. I can do the comments and do the comments. Onion George writes, I think another channel will be great. If you have a channel, if you travel through the world, that would be better, like Alaska to Chile, but the COVID is in the way. The COVID is really in the way, man. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so 2 channels now. Use this channel since you already have a subscriber base interested in coasters. I know, but the problem is that if they're interested in coasters and we start showing van build videos, they might feel a little betrayed. Now, the point of the van is to go visit coasters. So yeah, I mean, but it's still a stretch, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to upset people. What happened to the launch coaster? Launch coaster's moving from the East Coast to Connecticut. Alastar009 asked that question. Butterman writes, filmic stuff, park videos on a new channel, build updates on this one. Yep, well, I've always had park stuff and build stuff on this channel, so we'll probably stick with that. Mike Lyon writes, stick with this channel. I think you should make a new, fresh channel for this adventure of yours. Yes, I have made a new channel for this adventure of mine, and I think you are also correct. But the backyard launch coaster, JK writes, fear not, JK. If you've gotten this far, you know that it's going to be built. It's just going to be built in Connecticut. And the Connecticut house is awesome. There's like a really big yard and lots of space to do crazy stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I once built a luge in the yard in Connecticut before I was doing videos and stuff. We just made a luge out of snow. It was pretty freaking cool. Pretty darn cool. Robert writes, I think you should start a new one. I think you should start a new one, but should this concern is for the future of the launch coaster? Don't worry, Robert. The launch coaster has a very secure future. Stanford Bridge writes, I'm afraid I cannot rationally answer your questions. I'm too busy writhing about with envy. Okay, that's funny. Please don't writhe about with envy. Please get out there and build your own crazy stuff. You can make the time for it. You can find resources to do it. Just get out there and play. Don't sit around and watch other people live their lives. Go live your own life. It's really, really worth it. Okay, Cedar Point Fun 2016. This is the last one, I really mean it. Cedar Point Fun 2016. JK writes, I love these videos. I want more party people. Boom. I'm gonna heart that video. Oh, I already did heart that video, JK. I love making these videos too, man. And also in the next couple of weeks, I think I'm gonna go to Cedar Point. I wanna get there before they close for the winter, just to have a look-see, and walk around and film it from on the ground, all within the rules. Like this video, if you know what I'm talking about. And that's the whole darn deal. And so that gets us through the last couple of weeks of comments. There's still so many more, but that I think covers the main things that people have been looking about, asking about, talking about. And again, I know this is like a really long video. I'll chop it up as much as I can to shorten it. But I think the car is charged up, and so let's get back on the road and go to the awesome Sprinter van store. Okay, here we are. It's the biggest Mercedes-Benz store I think I've ever seen. I've never owned a Mercedes-Benz. A little too fancy for me. But look, here's a couple of beautiful Sprinter vans. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Here's another shorty Sprinter van. Another shorty Sprinter van. And this I think is a longer one. This is called a 170. It's got a 170-inch wheelbase. So bigger inside, but harder to park. So if you look at these, so you look here, that's a 144, that's a 144, and that's a 170, and they're both sticking out the same distance in the parking lot, which is fine, but the 170 has to hang over the edge of the parking lot. You see how the difference works there? This is the 144 Sprinter, just like at the Mercedes store. This one is coming with wall panels and floorboards and D-rings in the floor for stuff, and this partition between the front and the back, which none of which we need, but I think just for a sense of how it drives, I'm just going to roll around the parking lot a little bit. They were kind enough to let me do that. Make sure that's shut nice and tight. One thing I really love about the Sprinter, take this off, it's just us, is this, you can get the doors, it'll hinge all the way around, theoretically all the way to 270. Go farther than that, or how that works. There's a lot to learn. But then this is that's the inside, so we can like turn that into something, right? So boom, boom. And the really high roof And up we go. Get in here. Turn this off. So, again, this is the really bare bones Sprinter. I like the Mercedes Vibe steering wheel because, fun fact, Tesla buys its steering wheels from Mercedes. So the Tesla steering wheel, the Tesla gear shift, all of this stuff is very familiar to me because I have one of those cars. And this is the very basic one, right? Nothing fancy, a little cheese ball radio, cloth seats, not the fancy leather seats. There's no fancy cruise control in this one. It's a very, very basic version of this van, which may be a good thing. But foot on the brake. Starts, it looks around. This car's got 35 miles on it. This one has regular cruise control, but not Distronic cruise control. Reset odometer, yeah, I don't know, I guess. Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, so let's just like drive it around, see how it feels. Okay. Boom. I asked him if I could just drive it around the parking lot, and he was like, yeah, sure. And then he took my license and all like car dealers do. And so now I'm thinking, well, heck, maybe I'll just drive it all over everywhere. Oh my God, this car drives so nice. It is plush. Oh yeah, I'm totally taking this out on the road. You can see everything out of this car. You get better because the window is so high, right? Look, now I put the camera right next to my eyeball. Look at how much everything you can see out the front of this car. That's crazy. It feels like a car. I am okay with the shorty 144 Sprinter. I think we'll do some parking in a minute and see how the parking works. Let's go down here. Let's see if we can find a parking space, because I think it has the rear parking camera, which is something that we want. But it's like, it's smooth, it's comfortable. All right, let's see if we can go into that parking space, all right? So we'll come up here. Totally easy to put it in reverse. Oh, okay, so up here is where the backup camera goes, right? So this one, I wouldn't want to. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll park it and then we'll see how we did. All right. I wonder if it'll do any beep beep beep. You're about to smash into another car. Well, we're gonna put it. We want to put the little step on the back. We want to put it right over the white line. Let's see if we can get it right there. Boop. All right. That's what I think. Push this button, which puts the car in park. Look, I was about to try to push a button with my thumb to open it, but this doesn't have that feature. Now, let's see how we did with the step. Yeah, I think we did okay. It was a little, maybe a little bit farther back. But, okay, so it's all the way inside, well, almost all the way inside a parking space. So the 144 is a really easy car to drive. I wonder how tall it is. We'd have to find out. Right, so that's about 8 feet. So it's probably, you're gonna need a 9-foot, maybe if you put an air conditioner on top, you're gonna need, if you want to park it inside, you're gonna need a 10-foot garage door, which means we'll have to revamp the garage door in Connecticut. That's okay. I've been doing some homework about garage doors. They're not hard to revamp. they're modular. All right, so here we go again. Foot on the brake, push down the thing, it's in drive. We should just be able to go, right? All right. All right, well, it's not perky like the Tesla, but it's really fun and easy to drive. Oh, what's that sound? That's right. That's Kingda Ka, the Intamin Wonder. This is like the first super fast coaster I ever went on. It was awesome. I'm just here in the parking lot at Six Flags Great Adventure here in New Jersey. It's kind of late and it's not super cold out, but it's a little bit cold out. And I'm thinking what I want to do for today is, oh, there it goes, you see it? Is maybe just kind of enjoy the park from the parking lot today, and then I want to go get Lyle and bring Lyle back here so that he can really enjoy it. One of the interesting things about Kingda Ka is they recently put a big old drop tower up there, and so now I love that. But that drop tower means they can only run Kingda Ka when the baskets of the drop tower have been lowered. And so they kind of cut capacity for both rides. I don't know that that's what they had in mind when they first designed it or built the drop tower into the Kingda Ka tower, but that seems to be what's happening here. So anyway, we're gonna come back and get a real close look at Kingda Ka and all the other awesome things in the park. I just think after a day of driving around and checking out sprinter vans and driving around that I'm just a little bit tuckered out. But next time we'll have a full day at Kingda Ka. Hopefully the stuff gets out of the van pretty soon and I can start work back on the back working on launch coaster. See, there's the baskets going up for the drop tower. 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like 24 people at a time. So those drop towers have to drop, or the ride vehicles have to drop, and then they'll run apparently another 2 trains of Kingda Ka. So that has to come down. The big vehicles have to come down. The big, whatever those things are that pick the ride vehicles up, those have to come down. And then we can watch Kingda Ka go again. But it's weird. But anyway, that's the deal here at Six Flags Great Adventure. So we made it here, but I don't think we're gonna make it in the park today. I know that's a little bit disappointing, but we'll get it sorted. I really want to bring Lyle back here. So anyway, that's the whole darn deal. That's a full day, I think. Pretty long video, but a full day. Thank you for helping me bring physics, family, and fun to kids everywhere. I am Will Pemble, and I'll see you soon.